Hi, I'm Tim Wilson. This is my co-author Roger Keiss. We have a new book. It's called A Revolutionary Crime Theory. Happy New Year, Ted. Theodore Bundy and the Columbus Stocking Stranglings. It basically concerns the period of time when Bundy escaped from Glenwood Springs, Colorado until January the 7th when he signed a lease on an apartment in Tallahassee, Florida. There's a week-long period of time there where nobody really knows what Bundy did. Our book is a completely new look at this man. We looked in between the sentences of those other books, and we found some things that are brand new that need to be seen by law enforcement people and anybody who's interested in historical crime books.
In the fall of 1977, Columbus, Georgia was in the clutches of a serial killer known as the Columbus Stocking Strangler, who was credited with the murders of 7 elderly women. They have pretty much decided that he's guilty of the first 5, but a lot of the evidence on the last 2 don't match up. Well, Happy New Year, Ted, in our opinion, puts Ted Bundy at the crime scenes of those last 2 murders, and the Columbus Stocking Strangler was not the man that committed those. This book will lie that out in detail and explain our assumption on that and why we think that's true.
The classic Ted Bundy books cover everything that's known about Ted Bundy. Happy New Year, Ted by Tim Wilson and Roger Keiss is a book that covers the things that nobody knows. For example, there's a classic Ted Bundy book that says he checked into his boarding house in Tallahassee on January the 8th, and that's not correct. He checked in on the 7th, and we have the lease in the book to show you. Now, one might say to themselves, well, why is that important? Well, because what Ted Bundy did the night before he got to Tallahassee, he has a story that he tells on what he did in Atlanta, Georgia. Well, if he got there on the 8th, then that story took place on January the 7th. Well, he actually got there on the 7th, which means the Atlanta story had to take place on January the 6th. And there's a huge difference when you start talking about 24 hours in the life of a serial killer. But our book is, and I'll just show you, we have about 4 sections of color pictures, which are things that we found in the Florida archives. We have a lot of pictures that nobody's ever seen before. I'll give you just an example. This photo right here is a mug shot that was sent back to an officer in Tallahassee to identify Ted Bundy. Nobody's ever seen that picture on an internet or anywhere else. That's straight out of the Florida archives. The cover on the back, these are a lot of pictures in this book that you won't be able to find anywhere else. Our book is designed to give you the answers. We've got teeth imprints, we've got teeth evidence, we have color photos, we have all the manifests from the items that were in the suitcases, cars, all that kind of thing. We're trying to be in the answer business. And Happy New Year, Ted is a book that will hopefully enlighten a lot of people about arguably the most dangerous man of the 20th century. It's called Happy New Year, Ted. It's from Tracking Hound Press, 2009. Happy New Year, Ted, A Revolutionary Crime Theory. You can find it at bundybook.com, or you can go to amazon.com, and we hope you'll find it and you'll be the jury.